Are you sure you're free? What else would I be doing?
Hey there guys, this is Jeff 11 Bronson back today with the next monthly collection update video. This time I'm going to show you all the pickups for the month of February 2025. It has been an amazing month. February might be the shortest month, but by God has it been the most awesome so far. Least of all in the way of pickups. This is the pile for February right here, so we're going to go through quite a bit here. Pretty sizable stack. Of course, February 2nd, it was my birthday. Thank you very much again to everyone that wished me happy birthday for the birthday wishes. Thank you so much. Everybody would tune into the birthday stream that I had with Gareth, Video Tasties, where we watched Every Which Way But Loose with Clint Eastwood. February 14th for me was a great day as well, because then we got the next batch of Tomb Raider remasters. You know, I'm a gamer as well, of course. You guys know I do gaming streams occasionally on the channel. So last year I did a stream when Tomb Raider 1, 2, and 3 remastered hit. And now February 14th this year, we had Tomb Raider 4, 5, and 6 remasters. So I've been playing that a little bit. It's great so far. And then of course February 22nd, I got to meet the Queen of Martial Arts herself, Cynthia Rothrock in Cologne, Germany, which, what a day, what a day. It's, I've already done a video, so I'm not going to go too in depth about it now. Obviously I did a video on it, but man, that was amazing. And yeah, can't wait till September when she's going to be back in Cologne again. So I'm going to be right there with her once again. Yeah, can't wait for September. Anyway, let's go on to the pickups now. The first four titles here, they have blue cases, they look like Blu-rays, but they are bootlegs. Yes, I know I'm ashamed too, but that's the only way to get some of these films right here, so you'll see in a minute. Now, these are from a website called Sloppy Seconds. I guess it's kind of like a Stinky Tuna kind of thing. But I got this, speaking of Cynthia Rothrock, I got this Cynthia Rothrock collection. I only got this for Lady Dragon 2 and Irresistible Force, which are on here. It's 4 movies on one disc. Because yeah, the other titles are China O'Brien and Guardian Angel, which of course I do have. So yeah, there's a bootleg right there. At least they printed something on the disc, you know, and it is a purple disc, of course, but it's all about Lady Dragon 2 in this one for me, to be honest. I mean, Irresistible Force is a good bonus, but that one is in pretty good quality on YouTube, which I love to promote that. Irresistible Force does have a official DVD release that's kind of affordable, so I will get that. This is mainly for Lady Dragon 2, which they should really release officially, because Lady Dragon 2 might be even better than Lady Dragon 1, because it has the great Billy Drago as the villain. It has a pretty good performance by Cynthia. I like the story in that. It's more darker than the first Lady Dragon. It's not even a proper Lady Dragon 2, because the original title is Angel of Fury, but Cynthia already had a different film called that, so they had to retitle it, and they came up with Lady Dragon 2, because it's also the same director, David Worth. Then I got the 7-hour version of The Godfather. Godfather 1 and 2 cut together like one big giant 7-hour epic film. Has all the deleted scenes in there. This is the way it aired on TV back in the 70s, I think. This is also the way HBO aired it a few years ago. I think it's pretty much the HBO recording that they took off there, but yeah, the complete epic of The Godfather. Again, it's a bootleg, so there's nothing special about the cover or anything, or about the disc, but I am this much of a Godfather fan that I will get the full 7-hour version of Godfather 1 and 2. And I watched it in one sitting, and guess what? I threw in Godfather 3 afterwards as well, so I had pretty much like a 12-hour Godfather day. Yay! No, in all honesty, it was pretty cool to see the film that way, like Godfather 1 and 2. Like, they start with the De Niro flashbacks, then you go to the Godfather 1 story, then you have the Godfather 2 Michael story. It's pretty cool how they edited it, and especially with the deleted scenes. I mean, I've seen all the deleted scenes on the Blu-ray bonus disc and on the 4K bonus disc. I always wondered like, okay, where would they fit into the story? Where, between which scenes would they play? And I have my answer, and it works pretty well. This one, it's the Hateful Eight extended cut, the Netflix version, where they done it in like in like a 4-part episodic miniseries format. It says right there, extended 4-part episodic cut from Netflix. It's kind of like the roadshow version. I think it has the scenes that were in the roadshow version, but of course it's tweaked a bit more, so it fits it's like pretty much like 4 1-hour episodes or something like that. No, I like the Hateful Eight. I love it a lot. Don't get the hate for it. No pun intended. I love it, and I love it in the extended version as well. So, and then I had to get this, of course. Big Tarantino fan, had to get that Hateful Eight one, and also the Kill Bill, the whole bloody affair, the full 4-hour cut of Kill Bill 1 and 2 together. It's pretty good how they did this, and it even has the deleted scene with David Carradine and Michael Jai White in this version as well. And of course the House of Blue Leaf scene, like the battle with the crazy 88s, fully in color in this one, and I think even more gore added. So I had the feeling I spotted a few shots there that I did not see in the theatrical version, which, to be honest, I've seen quite a few times, so I'm very, very familiar with it. So yeah, so those are my 4 bootlegs. Again, there is no official release for the whole bloody affair or this one. You can only watch it on US Netflix. I have watched it on US Netflix with a VPN, but hey, I want a disc of it, so until Tarantino releases that for real, I'm gonna go with that. Official releases now. Let's get the big one out of the way. More Cynthia, of course. I picked this up at the event in Cologne, Germany. This is a newly restored, newly remastered Blu-ray transfer of Beyond Justice or Guardian Angel. Let's just call it Guardian Angel. It's the German title. It's Beyond Justice. Yeah, very low number. I don't know what it's limited to, but I have number 9. I will remove this out of the sleeve, just this one. So don't remove it too much, because obviously it has the autograph from the lovely Cynthia on there. I'm going to show you a little bit of it. Again, if you see my Cynthia Rothrock and Cologne meeting video on YouTube, you will have already seen a sneak peek of this. But so this is what the media book kind of looks like. There's the awesome hairstyle that my buddy Dean from the UK, he was there at the event with me. He brought that up. If you guys seen the video, he's in his questions included in the Q&A section. Yeah, this is actually one of my favorite Cynthia Rothrock movies, man. I'm not being biased or anything. I legitimately like this one ever since I first seen it, which I saw well before I met her, so it's definitely not biased, but yeah. I actually think this is a really, really solid film, and seeing it again, actually with her, again, she was sitting right in front of me for the screening, right in front of me and Dean. Seeing this on the big screen, like, there's loads of action. The action in this one is better than most films nowadays, so, I actually think I said that to Dean, like, no CGI, this is the way to go. Like, the explosions were real, car stunts were real. See, this is the problem when you remove it from the plastic, it's hard to get it back in. That's what she said. Let's see, because I also don't wanna, oh, there we go. So yeah, that's the new media book, Blu-ray version for Guardian Angel. Thank you again, Cynthia, for signing that. Also this month I got into Hitchcock in a big time now. Before this, I got a box set of Hitchcock films, 20 films in there. Before this, I'd only seen like a portion of Marnie and Psycho, but that was a long time ago. This box set here, even though I'm not, again, it's the same way that some of my TV shows are. It's like these stacked discs right there, so you see, they get loose all the time. It's not my favorite way of, the packaging. However, 20 films included in here, and the films are Suspicion, Saboteur, Shadow of Doubt, Rope, Strangers on a Train, I Confess, Dial M for Murder, Rear Window, The Trouble with Harry, The Man Who Knew Too Much, The Wrong Man, Vertigo, North by Northwest, Psycho, The Birds, Marnie, Torn, Topaz, Frenzy, and Family Plot. Now, 20 films is a good way to get into Hitchcock. And I've watched everything up until The Birds. I'm still yet to, I've watched Marnie. Marnie was the one I actually watched first because I love Sean Connery. I wanted to get a Sean Connery film in. So I started with Marnie, then I worked my way back, started with Suspicion all the way up till The Birds. So I've yet to watch Torn, Topaz, Frenzy, and Family Plot. So I only have 4 films left. Other than that, I watched all the films on there, and I'm really getting into Hitchcock. I'm really loving his work. Not so much his early few films. I mean, Suspicion and Saboteur, Shadow of a Doubt, they had good moments, but I wouldn't put them in the top 10. Rope I really enjoyed. I really loved the one take aspect to it. I mean, I think that was the first time that was ever done. Obviously, you see it a lot in films nowadays. Strangers on the Train, I really loved that one. I Confess Again was a little dip after that one, but I still liked it. Die Line for Murder, of course, is great. Rear Window, fantastic. The Trouble with Harry actually was really surprised with. I mean, that's more of a like a dark comedy, not really like a thriller. But I really enjoyed The Trouble with Harry. The Man Who Knew Too Much, that one I really enjoyed. I love The Man Who Knew Too Much. The Wrong Man with Henry Fonda, that's a great one. I love that one. Vertigo, of course, great. I was a little like dumbfounded at the ending. I was like, what the hell was that ending? You know, but I watched it a second time the day after. I get it. I get what he was going for. He was a crafty little bugger, that Hitchcock. North by Northwest, of course, fantastic. Psycho might still be my favorite of all of them, although I think The Man Who Knew Too Much or Vertigo or Rear Window, they're very close. Well, second. I mean, those would be pretty much my top 5 so far. The Bird, fantastic, loved it. Marnie, I actually really like Marnie. I mean, I'm a big Sean Connery fan. I loved his performance in it. I liked Tippi Hedren in it. And then yeah, the other ones I haven't seen yet: Torn, Topaz, and Frenzy. So yeah, Hitchcock. I was kind of ashamed that I'd never seen like one of his big classics like Die Line for Murder stuff. So I had only seen Psycho, and like I said, and like half of Marnie before. So yeah. Next up, 2 free films from the actor who I'm doing a review series on. I'm going through all of his films on the channel. So sadly, I had to pick up for this upcoming season of Pacino films. I had to pick up Geely with Ben Affleck, Jennifer Lopez. Yeah, I wanted to say Aniston, but no, it's Lopez. I think you also have a cameo in here from Christopher Walken. And this is directed by Martin Brest, who directed Scent of a Woman with Pacino. That's why Pacino agreed to appear in this one. And of course, Marty Brest, he directed Beverly Hills Cop and Midnight Run as well. Yeah, I have not seen this one yet. I'm planning to make this a first time watch for the review, so you guys are going to hear my full, fresh, first time watch, opinions on it. So I've not seen it yet. So stay tuned for the Geely review. Oh God, stay tuned. Same can be said for this one. I sadly have seen this one. I've seen this one in the cinema, believe it or not. Yes, I know. I was the only person in the cinema watching Jack and Jill back in 2011. This was the first Pacino film that I could see on the big screen. Oh God, what a first film. Yeah, stay tuned for the review on that. That's all I'm gonna say. And this is the most recent film Pacino appeared in. It's Michael Keaton and Knox Goes Away. He also directed this one. I also have not seen this one yet. Didn't get around to watching this one. But yeah, there's Pacino right there. I think he has a small part in it, but it's going to be part of the Pacino series anyway. So, but that's going to be quite a ways, in the future. But yeah, Knox Goes Away. I've heard good things about it, to be fair. Then I got 2 films with Dolph Lundgren to add to my Dolph Lundgren collection. This one with Keanu Reeves, Johnny Mnemonic, and Dolph Lundgren. Yeah, I was debating whether I'm going to add this to my Dolph Lundgren collection because I have actually seen this one. I guess about 5 years ago at this point, or maybe a little longer. At first I was never really the biggest Keanu Reeves. I'm warming towards Keanu Reeves a little bit. I have really enjoyed the John Wick films that I've seen so far. I still have yet to see the fourth one. So I picked this up because I do know that Dolph is in it as well. This is the DVD, of course. I do still have to watch it on DVD. I still have to get my mind refreshed on the film, but I remember liking it, without being anything too special. This is one of Dolph's latest films on Blu-ray, Wanted Man, also with Kelsey Grammer. He directed this one. I have seen this one on Amazon Prime, so I saw it on Blu-ray for less than 10 euros, so I was like, why not? Another Dolph film to the collection. I actually did like this one when I saw it on Amazon Prime. So yeah, I got it on Blu-ray now for the Dolph Lundgren collection. Then I got two films, or well, technically four films. No, three? Yeah, four, I guess, right? Yeah, he is in the third one. Burt Reynolds. I really want to get more into Burt Reynolds. I really want to pick up Sharky's Machine, because everybody in my live chats, people like Michael Myers and even Gareth Videotasi's friend of the channel, everybody raves about Sharky's Machine. I've never seen it, so I really want to see Sharky's Machine. But right now for Burt Reynolds, I got Deliverance, of course, a classic, disturbing film, and places, of course. I really enjoyed it. Yeah, I've always heard so many great things about it. I've always heard about some of the disturbing things in it. It kind of put me off watching it, but I was like, okay, just watch it. And you know what? For as much as you can enjoy Deliverance, I enjoyed it. Let's put it that way. I thought it was a good film. I thought it was well made and stuff, and well acted. And then I got from Germany the Smokey and the Bandit trilogy. Now, Smokey and the Bandit, to be fair, well, actually is a film that I had seen many years ago. It's pretty much. It used to be a staple that pretty much on Dutch TV. I used to see it on Dutch TV all the time, but I've never seen the sequels. So I got the collection here, the original Smokey and the Bandit, Smokey and the Bandit 2, Smokey and the Bandit 3. Of course, that's Burt Reynolds only has a cameo in that one more, right? Yeah, they're entertaining enough films. Of course, they're definitely a product of the time. But hey, somebody who enjoys Every Which Way But Loose can definitely enjoy that as well. So then I finally caved and I picked up the latest Alien film, Alien Romulus. I wasn't too keen on it, to be honest. I like the fan service moments in it. I don't know, I'll have to give this a second watch, because this one I think needs more time to sink in. I'm a bit ambivalent about Alien Romulus. Yeah, I don't know, I didn't quite know. I don't know. The main characters, I had no interest in them whatsoever. I think that's the main problem I had with. I wasn't interested in any of the new characters. They did nothing for me. They were pretty expendable. Yeah. Next up, I did really enjoy the heck out of this film. Michael Caine in The Italian Job. Now, The Italian Job, of course, we all know the scene. You were only supposed to blow their bloody doors off. And that's the only scene I knew. So yeah, this was a first time watch for me. I really enjoyed this film. This might be my preferred Michael Caine film, even to Get Carter. I might like this more than Get Carter, actually. Which I really thought Get Carter was pretty good, but yeah. I should really get into Michael Caine a bit more. I need to check out Zulu and stuff like that, but yeah, The Italian Job. Next up, Paul Verhoeven classic. I picked it up in Germany in the physical media shop. It's of course Starship Troopers. Do I need to say anything about this? This movie is awesome. Not one of my favorite top 3, top 5 Verhoeven films, I will say, because yeah, I think my favorite would be Total Recall, RoboCop, Basic Instinct. Maybe then this one, and then Showgirls. So yeah, but a great one. Denise Richards in this one. Casper Van Dien. Yeah, man, great movie. Great movie. Great 90s sci-fi actioner. Then a Walter Hill classic. I think I picked this up actually the day before my birthday, because my birthday was on a Sunday this year. So on Saturday I was like, let's give myself a little treat before my birthday. So I went to the physical media shop and I saw the Blu-ray of The Warriors. For some reason, I did not have a Blu-ray of The Warriors yet. I wanted to get that Arrow Video one, but it sold out. So, you know, I got a Blu-ray of it. So yeah, Walter Hill's classic, The Warriors. Finally have it in my collection. It's about freaking time. And then last up is a little stack of 4K titles. First up, I got this one. Next to the 1978 Superman and the sequel to this one, definitely my favorite comic book superhero film. It's of course 1989's Batman with Michael Keaton and Jack Nicholson as the Joker. Will they get a load of me? Yeah, this one looks awesome on 4K. Absolutely loved it. Watching it again. Yeah, I gotta get Batman Returns on 4K as well. I want to see some Michelle Pfeiffer in 4K. Meow indeed. Next up, another one from my Pacino collection. We have done a review on this one, so you guys will know my opinion on it. And if not, go check out my review of 1980s Cruising with directed by William Friedkin, not with William Friedkin, but directed by the great William Friedkin. This is the newly released Arrow Video 4K of it, which is a great edition with great artwork on it. At least in my opinion, has the original poster with it, has a cool booklet. Who would have thought back in 1980 that this film that was so critically panned would ever get like a deluxe edition like this, right? But it did. Arrow Video, man. That's why I love Arrow. They will take a chance on a film like this. So yeah, Cruising. Again, I'm not gonna say too much about it. You guys, you know, I've done a review on this one, a pretty extensive review at that. To be fair, I think I put a lot of work and stuff in that one. So yeah, if you haven't seen my review of Cruising, check it out. It's in my Pacino playlist, my Pacino review playlist. So yeah, next up is possibly my favorite Lucio Fulci film. Actually, I might prefer this over like Zombie, Flesh Eaters, or New York Ripper, which I love a hell of a lot. And it's one of his giallos, and I love this one a hell of a lot. Don't Torture a Duckling. This is the newly released 4K by Arrow. I have the Arrow Video Blu-ray of it as well, but as soon as they announced the 4K, I just had to get it. If you haven't seen this one, definitely check it out. It's such a great watch and a very, very disturbing subject matter and stuff. And it's definitely not for the faint of heart, but it's really good. And I also had to get this one, of course, one of my favorite Brian De Palma films. That isn't Scarface, of course. Dressed to Kill. No, joke on the side, Scarface, of course, is my favorite movie of all time. That's going to be my favorite De Palma film. But Dressed to Kill might be right up there as second place or third place. Like, thinking about it, De Palma. If I just had to name a top 5 off the top of my head, I would go Scarface. Let's see, maybe let's take Carlito's Way at number 2, Untouchables number 3, Dressed to Kill number 4, and Blowout number 5. So yeah, it's a top 5 De Palma film for me. Then of course you have Casualties of War and Body Double, Raising Cain. I love that one. God, he's done so many great films, but this is definitely one of my favorite. And again, Michael Caine, this one. So yeah. And then we have a 4K media book of one of my all-time favorite spaghetti westerns. My favorite Sergio Corbucci western. It is, of course, The Great Silence with Klaus Kinski and Jean-Louis Trintignant. Showed this in my winter movie video where I discuss my favorite snow movies and winter movies. Yeah, man. This is such a great film. It looks amazing on 4K. They did a really great job on the transfer. The HDR, you can really see the depth of the snow, you know, the white snow and stuff. The HDR does wonders on this film. I mean, the Eureka Blu-ray that I also still have, I mean, that looked fantastic. But I think this one is even more crisp looking and stuff. So I was a fan of this transfer, and I'm a fan of this edition. I think it's also the first time the Germans have had this in an English language, English friendly release, because I remember the first time I owned this film was on a German Blu-ray, which only had German and French and Italian audio. So yeah, then of course Eureka came along and gave us the English language release, and now the English dub is on this 4K, so that's great. This one I picked up also in the store. I think this was at the same time I picked up The Warriors. It's one of my favorite Sean Connery films. There he is again. Yes, you can never go wrong with some Sean Connery. The Name of the Rose. Also with Christian Slater. Slater? Oh, even when I'm not doing Sean Connery, I still sound like him. Christian Slater. In this one, a very young Christian Slater. Yeah, this is actually a really, really good film, like a murder mystery kind of thing. I do know that Gareth Video Tasty is actually a big fan of this one as well. So yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a watch party in this one, even though it's probably not the most entertaining film to do a watch party on. But it's a great film. It's a really great film, and this has a stacked cast, man. I mean, F. Murray Abraham, Michael Lonsdale, Ron Perlman, Christian Slater, like I said. I mean, it's great, fantastic cast in this one. So yeah, Name of the Rose in 4K. Got that from my Sean Connery collection. And then, last but certainly not least, and I picked this up actually about, I want to say a few days or at least a week before the tragic news hit us that the great Gene Hackman has passed away. Right before I heard that news, I did actually pick up, Unforgiven on 4K. I wanted to pick this up last month when I did my Clint Eastwood ranking. But I waited until February and I ordered it, and yeah, it came about a week before the news hit us that Gene Hackman has passed away. And man, I watched this straight away after I heard the news, because this could easily be my favorite Gene Hackman performance in this one, in Unforgiven, as Little Bill. The scene in the jail where he's taunting Richard Harris, English Bob, and the biographer. The Duck of Death, the Duke. Duck, I says. Such a great scene, Bob was drunk and he hits his $1,000 mirror, and bang! The Walker Coke went off in his hand and stuff, when he just keeps telling those stories and keeps taunting English Bob. What a great, fantastic performance in that scene. I think that scene is the Oscar winner right there, because Gene Hackman did win the Oscar for Unforgiven, of course. Yeah, man, what a great movie. What a great movie. So yeah, I do have that on 4K now. So there you go. That's the physical media collection update for this month, for February 2025. I was thinking, what year is it again? But yeah, 2025. Yeah, no, so thank you all so much for watching. Do hope you enjoyed seeing the pickups. Don't know if March is going to be as stacked as this one, but yeah, this was definitely, I think this is the biggest month of physical media we've had so far since, in a long time anyway. I think the last few times I only had like a stack of like between 10 to 15 films. I think I pretty much doubled it this month, didn't I? So yeah, anyway, shout out to my members, Crushers Movies and Games, and also Craig DeHoff. Thank you guys so much for being members. You guys are awesome. If you also want to be part of the Bronson gang, be a member, you can do so at the link in the description down below. And with that having been said, thank you all so much for watching. Keep punching, and we'll see you all in the next video. Take care.